Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
वालेकुम सलाम।
क्या हाल है काशिफ?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ठीक है।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम कबीर भाई।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। अभी भाई क्या हाल है?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। अल्ताफ भाई क्या हाल है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, आप सुनाए ठीक हैं?
जी जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। We're just getting started here. As people are joining now. Inshallah.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
जी वालेकुम सलाम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
आज भाई क्या हाल है?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, खैरियत है आप?
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So inshallah let's start. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So since today is Thursday, right? So I was not going to do the translation for Surah Al-Baqarah. Inshallah we will do that on Monday. But today, inshallah, I would like to continue our review of what we did last time was Mudafun ilay, right? Okay, so what I would like to tell you today, first of all, let me show you some written notes already, and let me know if you can see them. Okay, let's see. Is this big enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a simple category of mudafun ilayh, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And the simplest example is we say Zaid's book. So in that case, we know that book is mudaf and Zaid is mudafun ilayh, and we simply make it kitabu Zaidin, applying the rules of mudaf, which is no tanween, no al, and Zaidin is always in the status of
jar.
However, it can become a complex mudafun ilayh. If I say something like this, I say mosque of Allah's messenger. You see what happened here?
Yeah.
Right. So we know that masjid, mosque, is mudaf. And who's the mudafun ilayh for the masjid?
Allah.
Allah.
Because masjid is messengers, but messenger is Allah's, right? So first mudaf is masjid, Mudafun ilayh is messenger, but Allah is mudafun ilayh, and the messenger is both mudafun ilayh and mudaf. Can you guys see that?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so this is the complex version of mudaf and mudafun ilayh. So what you basically do, you write down like this, and you put the mudaf, which is simple mudaf, and then mudafun ilayh Allah at the end. The one which is both mudafun ilayh and mudaf, you put it in the middle, and you apply the rules of both. Yes,
Yes.
right? So you can see there is no al, there is no tanween, and it is in the status of jar. Did you notice what happened?
Yeah.
We applied the rules of both mudaf and mudafun ilayh on Rasul. So masjidu Rasulillahi. Why? If you apply the rule of mudaf, there is no al, no tanween, but when you apply the rule of mudafun ilayh, it becomes in the status of
jar.
Making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it would have been Rasulu, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Masjidu
Rasul.
Rasulillahi. But
Yeah, there
because
is.
yes, because this is mudafun ilayh, it has to be in the status of jar, so you cannot have that fatha. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any questions on that? Is brother Javed here? Mashallah, he's here.
Yeah, sorry, totally. I don't know why the alarm did not ring. Normally, it gives me 5 minutes alarm, but somehow that was silent.
no worries, inshallah. Okay, so just quickly wanted to tell you about the simple mudaf, mudafun ilayh, and I wanted to give you a complex example of mudaf and mudafun ilayh. Yeah?
Yeah.
Then I want to tell you about something like this. That murakkab-e-izafi can also have a sifat, which is a quality. Okay. So in order to make you understand, let me do that in Urdu first, and then I'll do an English example. So if I say, Allah ka ba-izzat Rasul. Yes. So
Yes.
is ba-izzat is a quality?
Yes. Sifa.
Right. So when you have a situation like this, for a minute, if you put a bracket around it, or when you put a bracket, think that this does not exist. Think that this does not exist. So what is left is Allah ka Rasul. Is Allah ka Rasul a simple mudaf?
Yes.
Mudaf ilayh? So we translate that. We say Rasulullah he. Right? Because if you forget about the quality for a second, yeah, then we Allah ka Rasul. So Rasulullahi. So when you have a quality in mudaf and mudafun ilayh, you put it at the end. What do you do? So first you construct the mudaf and mudafun ilayh, normally the way you do, and then you put the quality at the end. Yes? Yes. Now, what we need to understand over here, this quality, does this quality belongs to Allah or to the Rasul?
Rasul.
Rasul.
Rasul, right? So we know that Rasul is first, Allah ka Rasul al-Azimu. Yes. So when you have a quality, don't we have a Mawsuf
Yeah.
and Sifat? Yeah.
Sifa.
Right. Now in this case, the Mawsuf is
Rasulullah.
Rasul, only Rasul. Yes.
Yes.
Mawsuf is Rasul. That's what I'm talking, because this quality belongs to Rasul. So
Rasul.
pay attention. So Rasul is a Mawsuf and Sifa is Azim.
Azim.
Right?
So Brother Abid, Rasulullah, Murakkab Izafi could not be a Mawsuf combined.
No. So this is what, that's why I'm trying to explain, because the next one, the quality moves to Allah. Okay. So stay with me and we will come back to that. So think about this, that this quality belongs to who?
Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So if I ask you this, just translate this. Ba Izzat Rasul. Yeah. Think about this one.
That will be Rasul al-Azim.
So it will be like this, right? Mawsuf and Sifat. Because in Arabic, the Mawsuf comes first, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then we know that from Murakkab Tawsifi, that all four properties,
Or same.
the Sifa has to follow the Mawsuf.
Mawsuf.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so over here, now we have to look at Rasulullahi. Rasul is mudaf and Allahi is mudafun ilayh, correct?
Yes.
Is Allah marifa?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
Okay.
when mudaf is ilal marifa, then it also becomes marifa.
Ma'rifa.
Yes.
Yes.
Now it is marifa, but we're not calling it a Rasul, right? Because if it's marifa,
Allah is not allowed.
because al is not allowed on the mudaf, right?
And tanween is not allowed as well.
Tanween is not allowed. So now this azimu has to follow the same principle as Rasul. So Rasul is marifa, al azimu will be marifa. Is Rasul rafa?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then azimu will be rafa.
Rafa.
Okay.
Yes. Is Rasul muzakkar?
Yes.
Yes.
Azim muzakkar. Is it singular?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now look what happened. Now I'm saying Ba Izzat Allah ka Rasul. Yes. So as we said, if we forget about the quality for a second, what are we left with? Allah ka Rasul.
Allah ka Rasul.
So that simple construction will be
Rasulullahi.
Rasulullahi. We know
Rasul.
that the property has to come at the end. Yes, the quality has to come at the end, right?
Yeah.
Now, what is the quality of mudaf or mudafun ilayh?
Definitely.
The property of the quality of Allah, right? Allah is the Ba Izzat one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so if in this case, if you think about Mawsuf, Mawsuf is Allah. Agree? Sorry. Mawsuf is Allah and Sifat is what?
Al-Azim.
Right? Is Allah Marifa?
Yes.
Yes.
Al-Azim Marifa?
Yeah.
Yes.
Allah is the lafz muzakkar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Azim is muzakkar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Allah is singular. Azim
Yeah.
is singular.
Yeah.
Allah is the status of jar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Azim will be
Yeah.
status of jar. Now, if I haven't explained it to you by reading this, Rasulullah al-Azimu, can you tell me who has the quality?
Rasul.
Rasulullah al-Azimi, who has the quality?
Allah.
Allah.
Okay, so now a quick test. Sayyaratul muallimati al-jadidati.
Jadid.
Al-jadidati.
Is the quality of
Teacher's
al-muallima.
card, the teacher's card is new. What is the
Yeah.
quality of from the haraka? How can you tell the quality belongs to who?
Al-muallimati.
Everybody can see that?
Yeah.
Why? Because
Because of the jar.
Narullahil muqada. What is the quality here? Muqada.
Nar. Yeah. Nar.
Belongs
It's
to
for the
nar.
nar. Nar. Yeah.
So this was a little advanced concept, but Alhamdulillah, next time when you read words like these, you would know by looking at the Arab, and that is one of our subject today, because Brother Javed has requested that he would like to review the Arab. So inshallah, once we understand this, then we will move on to that. Now, for my English speaking students, let me give them an example in English. Okay. So if I say something like Allah's great favor, okay. So mudaf is favor,
Favor.
right? Because if Allah is mudafun ilayh, favor is mudaf.
Mudaf.
What is the quality? Great.
Grand.
Right? Now, can you tell me, is the quality belongs to mudaf or mudafun ilayh?
Definitely.
Okay. Okay. For example, if I forget about the sifa, favor of Allah or Allah's favor will be ni'matullah.
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 Ni'matullahi, I'll agree. Allah's favor.
Yes.
And the quality comes in the end.
Great. Yeah. Al-Azim.
Okay. Now the quality belongs to favor or Allah?
Yes.
Favor in this
Favor.
case.
So what is favor? Marifa.
Ni'matun.
Al-azimatu marifa. Yes.
Yes.
Is it
Yeah.
rafa?
Rafa.
Ni'matu. Al-azimatu rafa. And the rest is, you understand.
Yeah.
So
Muannas.
yes, muannas, singular.
Singular.
I believe today we have Sister Noor with us. Sister Noor,
Yes,
Jazakallah
Assalamu
khairan.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Assalamu
assalam.
alaikum, brother. Abida, everyone. I'm listening. Yes,
Assalam.
don't want to interrupt you. Yes, great.
No problem. But I'm saying, I'm just checking with you. Do you
So,
follow?
so Brother Abid,
Yeah, it's new
One second,
concept to
Adalta.
me,
Just
but
one second.
I understand. Yes, very good.
You understand now? Okay, good. Great. Yes, Brother Alta.
so we are saying Ni'matullah al-Azim, Azimato, right?
Yes.
Ni'mat Azim.
Can we say Ni'matul Azimato fi Allah to make it more simple?
No.
No.
Because here we are talking about mudaf and mudafun ilayh. These are fragments, right?
Yeah.
So when you are adding fi Allah, then you are actually adding jar majroor in there, right? So we are talking
I'm
about
simple translating Allah's great favor or great favor from Allah.
okay. So I can understand what you're saying, but the concept you're trying to say that murakkab izafi, they allow the use of a quality in the phrase. Yes. Now, if you come across that situation, how are you going to process that quality? So first, you're going to think that it's not there. You will simply construct the simple mudafun ilayh. Then you know that in both cases, whether the quality belongs to the mudaf or mudafun ilayh, it is going to come towards the end. Right? Rule number one is the property or the quality will always be at the end of the mudafun ilayh. Now, what will determine the Arab of the quality depends on the identification, whether it belongs to mudaf or it belongs to mudafun ilayh. In this first situation, it belongs to mudaf. We apply because now mudaf become our mawsuf and this will become our sifa. Yes?
Yes.
Correct? So similarly, if I say great Allah's favor, what happened now? Where did I move the quality to?
Mudaf.
Mudafun ilayh, right? Because I'm saying great Allah's favor, not Allah's great favor. There's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So imagine in Quran, if you don't understand these little things, you can make a big difference when translating.
You're right. If this is very important because this
Yes.
could be misquoted. Yeah.
Yes. So now, as soon as we realize that the quality belongs to mudafun ilayh, we did the Arab accordingly. We brought the azim into status of jar.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have a third case. What if I want to say great Allah's great favor? Yes. In that case, that we will bring both qualities towards the end. Yes. Ni'matullah will stay the same, but in the order of the quality of the mudafun ilayh will come first. You can see Ni'matullahi al-azim al-azimu. This is how the quality of the mudafun ilayh comes first, and then the quality of the mudaf.
مضاف نعمة الله العظيم العظيم.
Making sense?
Yeah.
Everybody else, let me see. Mashallah, there are 12 people today. That's, we have a full house. Sister Fazilat, did you get this concept?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, still not very clear, but I get the main concept.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is not clear? Let's make it clear right now.
Mm,
Okay, let me explain to you in very simple terms. Okay, next time when you're reading Quran and you come across a murakkab izafi, yeah,
yes.
it's a possibility that there is a quality as part of the murakkab izafi. Yeah,
Okay.
right? So for example, I say Allah's great favor. If I hide great, what do you see?
Allah's favor.
Allah's favor,
Oh.
which is a simple
Okay.
mudaf and mudafun ilayh, correct?
Yes.
So based on that, if you have to write it down, you're gonna say mudaf is favor, mudafun ilayh is Allah, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're gonna say, what is the translation of Allah's favor? Ni'matullahi.
نعمة الله العظيم.
Yes,
نعمة الله.
Ni'matullahi is simple mudaf, mudafun ilayh.
Okay.
Now you have to deal with the quality. So rule number 1, quality will come at the end. Yes,
Yeah.
You mean the adjective, right?
that adjective, yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
When it comes at the end, now you need to know whether the quality belongs to mudaf or
Oh,
mudafun ilayh.
مضاف إليه.
okay. Okay. Got it.
Got it? And that's
Yes.
why, because now the nama is mawsuf, because now we are murakkab tawsifi, so we have to apply the rules based on mawsuf.
Mosuk, okay. And then it applies the 4 categories, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
in this category, ni'matullahi is because of Allah, ni'matu is marifa.
معرفة.
It's
That-
marifa, because if the, but it should have been an-ni'matu, right? An-ni'matu. But is mudaf allows al?
No, no. I mean,
So that's why you don't see the al-ni'mati, you only see ni'ma, right? And is rafa or nasab or jar? Is
Rafa.
That's why al-azimatu. Yes. Now we know because of this rafa, I know this property belongs to mudaf.
Okay.
Yeah. In the second example, great Allah's favor. Now the property belongs to Allah, which is mudafun ilayh. You see what happened here?
Oh, yeah.
Allah's
The
great favor, great Allah's favor. Do you see
Great
the
Allah.
unity?
yes.
Okay. So look, imagine now that if you don't understand these concepts, when you're translating the verses of Quran, you can make a
Yeah.
mistake,
Future.
by-
Yeah.
messing up the order.
Mhm. Yes.
Got it?
Yes. Jazakallah. khair.
وإياكم. Now, another concept.
Abel,
Ji, Javed bhai.
in simple terms, the way I understand it is that if you have the Dhamma on the first word and Dhamma on the last word, then they are connected together.
Yes, but it not necessarily be Dhamma. It could be Fatha, it could be Kasra.
Oh, actually, as long as you will see Haraka, then they are connected together.
Yes. Yes, as long as you understand that, because of this, they are this, like, remember when I showed you this example?
Yeah.
When I said, tell me, just by looking at this, Sayyaratul Muallamati Al-Jadidati.
الجديد.
I ask you a simple question. Can you please tell me the property belongs to Sayyara or Muallima?
معلم.
Muallima. Why? Because Muallima is in status of jar. So Jadidati is jar.
Jar.
Muallima is female and
Female.
Jadida is female. Muallima is Marifa, Al-Jadidati Marifa.
معرفة.
Making sense? Similarly, if I say Narullahi al-Muqadatu, so what will the quality belongs to?
نار الله.
Why? Because it's coordinating with, right? It's technically it's supposed to be an-naru, but the mudaf does not allow al, so we become naru.
Narullahi.
Yeah. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Similarly, murakkab idafi can also have isme ishara. Right? So there are situations when murakkab idafi can have isme ishara. So I'm saying, boys, this book. What is the ishara here?
Boys book.
To this book.
If I hide the this, what is the translation now? Boys book.
Yeah.
Is it a
Kitab
simple
wal waladi.
mudaf ilayh? Boys book is a simple mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what will be the translation? Kitabul
Kitabu al waladi.
Kitabun waladi.
Kitabul waladi.
Waladi.
Kitabul waladi.
Okay, so the rule is the same. If there is a ishara, now in this case, the ishara for where the ishara belongs to? Mudaf or
This-
mudaf ilayh?
Mudaf alayh.
Mudaf.
Mudaf
Mudaf.
Boy, this book. The book is mudaf.
Book is mudaf.
Mudaf ilayh is the boy.
Yeah.
So the ishara belongs to the book.
Book.
So it will come at the end.
Why?
Haza.
Haza.
Brother Javed, did you say why?
Yeah, I don't understand this part.
Because this is the rule of the grammar that when the ishara belongs to the mudaf, it will come at the end. Kitabu waladi haza.
Why couldn't you say Haza?
Right?
Okay, wait, Brother Javed is saying, Brother Javed, your mic is not very clear. I can see, I can hear you as if you are sitting at a very far distance.
Oh my God, I know. I mean, I'm sitting in the masjid as I'm talking slow.
You are in the masjid. Can you bring the computer closer to you? Because you may have a mic in the computer, right? Or you're on the phone.
I'm using the earpod and I'm sitting in the masjid. So maybe the earpod is not giving me the right volume. Let me check.
Yeah, because I feel like you are far, far away.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
my question is, why couldn't we say Haza Kitabu Waladi?
okay, when you say Haza Kitabul Waladi, do the translation.
It's a question mark. This is the book.
Haza Kitabu Waladi.
This book.
This book is the boys.
Yeah, but this book is, it's not gonna make a sentence.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even a phrase. So that is why the correct way to say the book of this boy or this boy's book, because the ishara is pointing to the book. In that scenario, when you have ishara pointing to the mudaf, you are going to put it at the end. This is the rule of grammar. If you're right, if you want to do proper Arabic, this is the rule you have to follow. Okay. So in this case, how do we put the Arab on Haza?
Haza is
Mabni.
Haza is mabni, but if kitabu is kitabu because of al waladu is marifa,
Yes.
and Haza is already marifa. We know that Haza is
Yes.
Yeah.
is kitabu rafa,
Yes.
then Haza is rafa in this scenario.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So the rule you have to take away from this, when you have the ishara in a murakkab izafi pointing to mudaf, it will come toward the end. Okay. Now this boy's book. This boy's book. Where is the ishara pointing to now?
Boys.
Boy.
Boy. So in that case, you will bring the ishara before the mudafun ilayh. Kitab hazal waladi. And you will find this in the Quran. And next time when you read it, you will inshallah be able to tell that where is the ishara pointing to. Kitabu hazal waladi. I don't have a example right now, but inshallah you will come across something like this. Yeah. Okay. So just keep it in mind that Murakkab izafi is very frequently used in the Quran. Every other verse you will find Murakkab Izafi. Murakkab Izafi is so so extensively used that it has all the other Murakkabat part of it, like Murakkab Tawsifi, Murakkab Ishara, Murakkab Ishari, and also Murakkab Jari. And then we have a lot of Zamair. You know what the Zamairs are?
Zamir.
Zamir. Okay. So if I give you refresh your memory, we know that Zamair meaning pronouns,
Pronouns.
right? Which means he, she.
It.
So the Zamair of the Rafa status are known as detached. Yes, if you remember this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning huwa,
Huma.
Huma.
Hum.
huwa,
Hiya.
huma, hum.
Hum.
Hiya,
Ya. Huma. Hun.
Hunna.
Hunna.
so that's one example. Now the Zamair of the Rafa, Nasab
And
and
your
Jar are known as attached pronouns.
Attached.
So they are like who, huma,
Huma. Hum.
ha,
Ha. Huma.
hunna,
Hunna.
right? Ka,
Kuma.
huma,
Kum.
kum, right?
Kum. Yeah.
Ki,
Ke. Kuma.
huma, kunna.
Kunna.
So remember these. So if I say, and the translation from he, she, it to become his, her. Remember, that is
Yeah.
what this is about. So if I say his book, is this a mudafun ilayh construction?
Yeah. Kitabuhu.
Here, book is what? Mudaf. Right? And the mudafun ilayh is his. So kitabu,
Who.
who?
Hmm.
Now, next time when you see kitabu, who? What did that mean? It's mudaf,
His book.
mudaf.
Mudaf. His
But
book.
why we use the jar one? Because mudafun ilayh is always in the status of
Jar.
yes.
Yes.
Everybody clear on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you know. So how you are going to recognize the mudaf and mudafun ilayh. And now if I say kitabuka, what did that mean?
Your book.
His book. His book.
Your book.
Your
So
book.
who's mudaf?
Office book.
Mudaf will be kitab, right? And mudafun ilayh, you.
Your.
Yeah.
So kitabu ka, your book. If I am saying it to a male, if I say kitabu ki, who am I talking to?
Muannas. Yeah.
Muannas. If I say kitabi, what is the meaning of kitabi?
Me. You.
My book.
Yeah. Similarly, Rabbi, Rabbuna,
Our Lord.
Dini, Dinuka,
Our deen. Your deen.
Dinu, his deen, Dinuhuma, their
Their
deen,
book.
two male.
They are both two.
Dinuhum, their deen,
They are all
all
deen.
of them, male. Remember that? We have done that long time ago, but
Yes.
it is everywhere in the Quran. So I'm sure that you remember it. Okay. So Brother Javed, now I'm going to talk about Arab. So I hope you are able to capture this time, like what's going on, right? So Arab is the noun endings. What are Arab?
Noun.
endings. Okay. So in order to understand Arab, we need to understand noun first. And we know that noun has 4 properties. And first one is gender.
Gender. Gents.
Then we have number.
Yeah.
then we have the capacity, and
And
then we
status.
have the status, right? So we know that gender could be male
Or
or female, right? And the number could be single,
single, dual,
dual and
dual, and plural.
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 Capacity could be definite,
And proper improper.
okay? If you don't understand these 4 qualities, it will be extremely hard to understand the status, okay?
Yes.
Status could be rafa
Fa,
Rafa, nasab, jar.
nasab,
and jar, okay? So when you are trying to identify or determine the status of a noun, you don't need the capacity, but you need to know the number and the gender. So the status is dependent on the number and the gender. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So if that's the case, then I have to make a table like this. If I have to say Rafa, Nasab, and Jar, okay? So if I talk about gender, then I would have to say Muzakkar,
Muannas.
and then I have to say Muannas, yes?
Yes.
Right? And then I would have to say Wahid, because what is Wahid? The number.
Singular.
This is the gender, this is the number, and this is the status. So if I take the example of Muslim, right? So Muslimun. So the quality of the rule is, if the noun is Wahid, whether it is Muzakkar or Muannas,
Yes.
we are going to determine the status by looking at the last letter. And if there is this tanween, then it is Rafa. If it is male, then we will add an alif and we will put Fatatan, we're gonna say Musliman. That means it's Nasab. And Jar will be Muslim. Brother Javed, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the important factor here? That you need to know the number of the noun. Right? If I do the muannas, that will become Muslima,
Tun. Muslimatan.
Muslima, tan. So don't say muannas, we don't change the ta into alif. We just keep it like that. And Muslima,
Then.
Muslimatin. Okay. So when is Wahid, it's piece of cake. I will simply look at the ending, and it is by the Arab, which is Dammatan, Fatatan, Kasratan. Okay. Now, so if I go to Musanna,
dual.
Muzakkar, and Muannas, okay, before I do that, let me talk about one thing quickly. So I said we have singular and we have a dual and we have plural. What do we have? Plural. The plural is of two kinds. We have sound and we have broken plural. Brother Javed, do you understand this part?
Yeah.
Okay. So now how do I know what is a sound plural? So if I say Muslim, Muslim is Wahid, right?
Yes.
The dual will be Muslimani,
Muslimani.
dual, right? And
Yeah.
Muslimun,
Muslimun.
Muslimun is plural.
that is the plural, which is Jama Salim, meaning is the sound. So do you see that the word Muslim is Mim, Sin, Lam, Mim. Mim, Sin, Lam, Mim. Up to here, everything is intact. Did it break?
No.
No. The only thing I did, I added the una sound. Right? even here, up to here, Muslim was completely in the Musanna, and I added the Ani sound to it. Got it?
Yeah.
So when you have the whole noun in the Musanna and Jama, at least I'm not talking about Musanna, I'm talking about Jama, then it is a Jama Salim. Got it? Now, if I have something called Kitab, what is the Jama of Kitab?
Kitab.
Kutab.
Is it
Yeah.
Kitabuna?
Kitab.
Have you seen Kitabuna in the Quran?
No. No.
See something like
Kutab.
Kutub. Now, when you do Kutub, did you break the Kitab into something else?
Yes.
Okay, that is why it's called broken plural.
Muqassar.
Yes. Now, pay attention to one more thing. Is Muslim, is it like a quality of a person or some adjective? Some
Yes.
attribute of a person?
Adjective.
So this
Yeah.
is called Isme Sifat. What is it called?
Isme
Isme
sifat.
sifat.
Isme Sifat. But Kitab, is it a thing, a noun of a thing? Is it a noun? It's a name of a thing?
Common
Yes.
noun.
So this is Isme Zat.
Isme zat.
Okay. Isme Zat means it is identifying an object. But over here, it is more of a quality name. For example, if I say Saleh, is Saleh is a quality of a person,
Yes.
Yes.
like a righteous person? So it becomes Salehuna.
Salihuna.
Making sense? So Salehuna is, so Isme Sifat will most likely or always be Jama Salim. But Isme Zat will most likely be a broken plural. Got it? Brother Javed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm trying to grasp.
What's that?
I'm trying to grasp.
Okay. So if you grasp it, only then it is beneficial to move forward. If you have any issues here, let's try to get it out of the way. Anybody else? Who else is there? So, Brother Abrar, I know this concept is always trouble for you as well. Are you getting clear answer?
No,
on-
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me move forward. Brother Javed, if you have any issues, you let me know and I'll stop. So I was going to tell you that Wahid is very simple when it comes to finding the status. You simply look at the last letter. Dhammatan is Rafa, Fatatan is Nasab, and Kasratan is Jar. Now, similarly, in the case of Jama Mukassar, which is broken plural, the rule is the same. I can say Kutubun Rafa, Kutuban Nasab, Kutubin
Bin. Jar.
Jar. Is that clear?
Yes.
Jawad bhai? So
Capacity number single.
again, Raj bhai, are you good? Clear on this?
Yes, little bit.
Okay, so
fully.
let's quickly review before we go into anything else. The Arab belongs to nouns.
Belongs to.
Okay. So Arab, it belongs to nouns. And by Arab, you mean to know what are the noun endings. Okay. In order to know the noun, you need to understand the four properties of the noun: gender, number, capacity, and status. A noun at any given time can only be in one of these three states. Either the status of the noun is Rafa, either the status of the noun is Nasab, or the status of the Jar. In order to understand or determine the status, you need to know the number. Very important. Gender is not that important, but number is very important. So in the first group, if I say Wahid and Jama Mukassar, the rule is simple. You look at the last letter, If you see the Dammatan, it's Rafa. If you see the Fatatan, it's Nasab. If you see the Kasratan, it's Jar.
Yes, chair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brother, clear on that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear Brother Javed.
Yes.
No, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm okay.
Okay. So Brother Javed, if you understand this in episodes, first you try to grasp the Jama, Mukassar and Wahid, because that's the easy one,
Okay.
right? So as soon as you see a noun and you want to find out the status, ask yourself, is this noun Wahid or Jama Mukassar? As soon as you determine that, you know that by looking at the last letter and the haraka, the vowel signs, you will be able to tell them the status. Yes. Now, what is the function of this status? What is the function? When you see a noun
It's
is
like
Rafa,
it's
it is
file.
It
Subject,
is
object,
subject. When you see a noun in nasab, that is the
maf'ul.
object. And when you see status of jar, we saw that there was possession or relationship.
Relationship.
Yes.
Yes.
So next time if I ask you, what is the function of knowing the status? So Rafa status tell
File,
me.
maf'ul, and
Subject.
jar.
Okay. For example, we had a very popular example for this. We say Zaidun, right? Daraba Hamidan. So who is the subject?
Zaid.
Zaid.
Rafa.
Rafa.
Yes. Who is the object?
Hamidan.
Hamidan. Hamidan.
Nasab. What is the action? Hit.
Hit.
So Zaid hit Hamid.
Hamidan.
If I say something like this, Zaidan Daraba
Hamidun.
Hamidun. Now tell me, what is the status of Zaid?
Nasab.
What is the status of Hamid?
Rafa.
Who is the subject now?
Hamid.
Who's the object?
Zaid.
Zaidan.
So in this sentence, who hit who?
Hamid.
Hamid hit Zaid.
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 Now imagine if you don't understand this concept and if you have to translate, if you translate this one that Zaid hit Hamid, does that change the meaning altogether?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why it is extremely important that we understand. I mean, from the reading perspective, yes, we understand the rules of tajweed, but from the grammar perspective, we need to understand what happened here.
Yes.
Right? And I could also say something like this. I could say, I think I can also say Zaidun Hamidan Daraba, something like that. I think the Arabic language is flexible enough to allow me do this. In the English language, the position of subject and object is important. In Arabic, the position is not important. The Arab is most important. Is that clear?
Yes.
So, Brother Javed, that is the Arab. Now, if you want to know the Arab of the Musanna, then this is Musanna. Okay. Let's take the same example, Muslim. So the Rafa and Nasab and Jar for Muslim is Muslima.
Muslimani.
Okay. So in the Musanna category, you cannot tell the status by looking at the haraka of the last
The
letter.
haraka. Yes, bidai, the sound, ani
Okay,
sound.
so it's the ani sound. Ani sound. So you have to rely on the sound, not on the
Yes.
haraka. Brother Javed, is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see Muslimani, As
Muslimina,
soon as you hear
Muslimin.
the sound ani sound, you know that is rafa.
Rafa, yeah.
Because the nasab sound will be
Muslimina.
muslimaini,
Muslimain.
muslimaini, and the jar is happen to be the same.
The same.
Muslimain.
Muslimain.
Okay. So now, if you have to
This is
use
very good.
nasab or jar, you're gonna say muslimaini, muslimaini. For you to understand this, in the Quran, you have the word jannataini. Jannataini.
Nothing, okay.
Jannataini means two gardens.
Yeah.
Okay. If I say jannatani, that means two gardens in Rafa. Yes.
Yes.
If I want to say two gardens in Rafa status, I'm going to say jannatani. And the nasab will be jannataini, and the jar will be jannataini.
Jannatayn.
So what is the rule? In Musanna, you have to rely on
Ani sound and Ini
ending
sound.
sound. Yeah. Aini sound or Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Ani sound. In the Jama Salim, in Jama Salim, what happens? The gender also plays a role. The Muzakkar has something and Muannas has something. Okay. So the Rafa for Muslim, Jama Salim will be Muslimuna.
Muna.
And the Nasab will be Muslimina.
Muslimina.
And Muslimina. So next time you see Muslimina, depending on the context, you have to identify whether it is a Nasab or Jar. If you
And
see
there will be
Muslimina,
fat, fat on the last sound.
yes, the Una sound will tell you that it's Rafa. So what is the difference between Muzakkar and Muannas? Because if I say Muslimatun,
Muslimatin. Muslimatun, Muslimatun, Muslimatin.
and then Muslima,
Muslimatin.
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 Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. If you capture this concept, trust me, a lot of your concept will get clear, or a lot of your understanding will become very useful, because if you miss this fundamental concept, then you are basically setting yourself up for failure. Okay. So this is very, very basic building block, essential building block. You miss this, you are missing a lot of other things, because now you would have no idea where to use Muslimuna, where to use Muslimina, and you know why. And then in both cases, Nasab and Jar is the same. How would you know whether it's Nasab or Jar? The context of the sentence.
The sentence.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I say something like this, Kitabani Muslimaini. What does that mean?
Two books.
Two books of Muslimin. Two Muslimin.
Two Muslims.
Books.
Okay, I mean, we know that it's two books, actually
Two
books. But we don't have to say two books, because when we translate, we don't say two books, but we understand that two books. Now tell me, is this Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh?
Yes.
How do you know? What
Because
is
of the
Mudaf?
book.
Kitabani. Nasab and Jar.
Mudaf is Kitabani, and Muslimaini is what?
Mudaf ilayh.
Now tell me, what is the status of Muslimina?
Jar.
Muslimaini, sorry, Muslimaini, sorry.
Jar.
Muslimaini.
Yes.
As Jar is this one and not this one.
Yes.
Why? Because Mudaf and Mudafun alayh, we know the rules that Mudafun alayh is supposed to be in the status of Jar. So if you have to pick up one from here, you will say Muslimaini, because we need the Jar one here. Is that clear, Brother Javed?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I would request that if you really want to capture this, please review this on your own. And if you get stuck, please call me. We can do a one-on-one on this. Okay? Because I tell you, if you still stuck on this, anything further will not make sense, or you'll always be confused.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
based on this knowledge, if some of you were not clear the why this is azimatu and why this is azimati, right, or ni'mati, see here, then because now I know this is muannas, and in muannas I can tell the status by looking at the last letter. The moment I see the dhamma because of al, then I know this is rafa. Anybody has any more concern about that? Then why is this
No.
rafa? I know the gender of this noun and I know the number of this noun. As soon as I saw wahid, I said whether it's mudhakkar or muannas, in the wahid category, I look at the last letter. If I find dhamma, I know it's rafa. In the second one, I see al-azimi, and al-azimu or azimi. So same thing,
Al-azimatu. Al-azimatu.
right?
Yes,
Azimi,
Al-azimi.
See
Al-Azim.
here,
Ni'matullah.
al-azim, jar or nasab or rafa?
Is jar.
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 Got it?
Mm.
Got it.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So if you understand these few things, inshallah, this will increase your understanding a whole lot, inshallah. Got it? Okay, inshallah, I'll let you go because I know Isha time is very close. Let's inshallah talk on Monday. Have a great weekend. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.
Before you go,
Walaikum
Abid,
assalam wa rahmatullah.
before you go, how about the class time on Monday?
Jazakallah khairan.
Brother Javed, you're saying what time the class on Monday?
Yeah.
9:30.
Did we move that? 9:30. We'll come pretty close then. Will you finish by 10:15?
Yes, inshallah. We will try to finish 10:15. Inshallah.
Inshallah, okay.
I mean, quarter past 10. 10:15 we'll finish, inshallah. Okay?
Inshallah.
Okay.
Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika.
Wa
La ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.
alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.